I received a call from a landowner saying that the hogs had been on property, and I decided to leave early to do some scouting on the property because it's a pretty good sized property with several fields, and I got caught in rush hour traffic, which happens a bunch this time of year. However, carpe sus, the landowner did send pictures, and you guys know I love when landowners send me pictures and video, and the hogs have done a tremendous amount of damage, and several areas have taken the ground, or taken the vegetation down to bare dirt. And as you can see, these are my pictures from when I arrived on property. I thought I'd be setting up right here, and I expected hogs to be coming from the south, but after a while I figured setting up to the north would probably be a better position for observation. And then the hogs came in from the north, which is not what I expected. The rest of the hogs are behind the trees off to the right. There was 3 or 4 of them. I'm going to be shooting this hog with my TX-15 multi-purpose carbine enhanced from Lone Star Armory. It's out there about 135 yards. Here we go. Nice headshot, and it goes right down. The nostril ballistic tip 120 grain bullets did a nice job.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
The little boar came in at 100 pounds, and I never saw the rest of the hogs, which disappeared somewhere behind the trees off to the right. I had intended to do a full carpe analysis necropsy, but that did not work out. Things did not go as planned. Simply put, the bullet was well placed, hit left the center of the nose, passing through the lower portion of the brain case, blowing out the right portion of the back of the brain case, traveling down the neck and embedding itself in the forward portion of the right shoulder. After that, everything was a mess. When the bullet exited the brain case, it showered shrapnel throughout the neck, and the neck was just a pulpy mess. What wasn't a meaty mess was then just full of blood. There were multiple wound paths. I could not follow any of them. I don't know exactly what path the bullet took. I had the start and end points, and that was it. I did recover the bullet, 3 fragments coming in at 62.8 grains with 10 inches of penetration. The next day, another landowner sent me this picture. It's got some rooting in the work area next to his irrigated pivot field, which he wants protected at all costs. So we've got rooting shown in the image, as you can see. Once again, taken down to bare earth. Got a holding area off to the left. It's a small pasture, and then we've got sallyport gates that connect a pasture with the irrigated pivot field. And this is what it looks like on thermal. We've got rooting on each side of the fence. Holding field is off to the left. You can see the sallyport gates off to the right. And I'm getting video through my bearing optic super yoder, but I spotted the hog initially with the InfiRay Finder from Tech Savvy Optics. Now this is the landowner that says that he can fix a fence much easier than he can fix a field. And so I'm going to shoot through this fence, but I'm going to try not to shoot any of the wires and not shoot any of the T-posts. That's not a good shot. Let's see what develops. Alright, he's moving out into the open. That looked good, sounded good. He's down. And then the movement starts. If you look closely, this isn't normal curly shuffle activity. You can see he's lifting his head. When hogs lift their heads like that, they are very much alive. Dead hogs may move around quite a bit, but they don't lift their head. Whoa! That was unexpected. Yeah, very much alive. That ended up being timed very nicely as he was coming down, and we have a hog down. After the shot, I returned to the truck to get some gear and found a beagle inside of the truck. I had scared this poor little guy to death with the shot. He and his buddy were hanging out in the area. They actually lived next door, and this is a picture of the 2 of them after the white one came out from underneath the truck. And I could not shake the little beagle, so he posed with the hog that came in at 160 pounds and did it for my night. Carpe sus, my friends.